Welcome to Soulflex in the studios. We are talking about the stories of Christmas.
God bless us one and all. The last one.
This is the last episode.
It's Christmas Eve.
This-
An angel's got its wings.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
What's Jimmy Stewart say?
my gosh.
Are you George? Are you George? Is that George? Is it George?
Hey,
Oh, Clarence. Clarence is it. Clarence
How
is
do you not
it.
know Clarence?
Clarence, not
Clarence.
George.
George.
George is the guy.
George. It's George.
George and Clarence.
George Marley.
Jacob, not Bob.
It's all coming full circle.
Wow, there we are. It has been, I don't know if
Woo,
this has been
it's-
as long, a 12-day countdown for
Oh
you
my
as it
gosh.
has been for us.
I think it's January.
It has been,
We've been here for 12 days.
we have been on a sleigh ride through this Christmas season with you, and we are landing it today. So by the time you're hearing this is either Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or if you didn't watch it live when it was downloaded, or when it first came out, when it premiered, then it's after Christmas, and so this is just a wrap-up for you.
You still could be watching episode 3 for all we know. That one took forever.
Or you could have
Keep
lost,
hitting pause.
or you could have lost interest a long time ago.
You
But,
can do
um,
it, Sam. Sorry.
We've covered a lot of things, so when we wrap up, let's come back one more time with a favorites kind of thing. What is the
We've only
favorite?
done 5 favorites.
What is the favorite Christmas cookie or dessert
that.
of the season for you guys?
I know. Grandma sugar cookies. We always do the cutouts. They are a pain in the butt and they take forever, but they are yummy.
And you brought those to church many times.
I have, yeah.
Very
That's
good,
the
yeah.
tradition that we
Okay,
do with Grandma,
so-
we
so
do with Mom.
Grandma's sugar cookies. Grandma's recipe.
So my family has a habit. They pass down.
Well, wait, is this not a habit we can talk about on?
Yes.
Okay.
No. She's
Just
a
checking.
nun.
I wanted to be sure because it's.
You have
My grandma
nuns-
was a
you have
nun.
nuns
No.
in your family?
No.
They're trying to kick the habit,
We
actually.
pass down recipes as if they are family recipes, and then I compare it to someone else. And I'm like, well, son of a gun, that's the Tupperware sugar cookie recipe. Because I was at, we also have a fabulous, because it's not too heavy, it's a banana pudding that we make. So I got all the
good.
ingredients.
Okay,
It was
very
written down. Yeah, I brought it here. I've written it all down, and as I'm checking out at Publix, she goes, "Oh, are you making the Publix banana pudding recipe?" I said, "Oh no, this is a family recipe." Well, I get home and I compare it. Son of a gun, it's off the Publix
I've been
flavor
lied
box.
to all my life.
I'm like,
My whole
"Did we
life is
just
built on a
steal?"
lie. Yeah, yeah.
We don't have any original recipes, but I mean, I remember making these cookies with my grandmother. We made them with my mom, and it was like we would take an all afternoon, and we'd make a lot of different cookies, but these were the ones that then as kids we got to ice and sprinkle, which we always thought the camels, we always made camels. Well, you need brown sprinkles, so they were the longer jimmies. So it looked like fish poop when we went to the when we went to the beach, because we'd see this and we're like, "Dad, what's that?" He's like, "Oh, that's fish poop," and I'm like, "Oh, that's what we're putting on the camels." So camels with fish poop and sprinkles everywhere. We don't have brown sprinkles for the camel.
Yeah, nothing says Christmas like camel poop.
it was fish poop.
But now, fish
Ackie.
poop. I'm sorry, fish poop.
Ackie poop on the Christmas cookie.
So, but the sugar cookies though are a very traditional sugar cookie,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Okay.
As far as I know.
Okay.
And I tried to shortcut it one year because I got like the Pillsbury dough, because I think for Markel's school, I was like, I don't have time, so I'll just get sugar cookie and just do cutouts. And that doesn't work. I guess you have to put more flour in it because they just all went into, because if you think about it, those slice and bake, if you roll them, they just become a round cookie. Or
No matter what you do to them.
so no matter what I did, so I was making all these little leaves. I took the time to cut them out, and and they just went into a round blob and didn't look like anything. So
Sugar cookies. Okay.
sugar cookies.
Yeah, growing up, Buckeyes were a big deal
Buckeyes.
in my household.
Chocolate and peanut butter.
Chocolate balls, peanut butter
Peanut
balls,
balls.
basically with chocolate chips in them.
Right.
Tia makes them around here.
Well, I take that back. That you dip the peanut butter ball in some chocolate, so there's a little bit of that disgusting poisonous nut that the that college up north has as a mascot.
The Ohio State.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Bunch of
Buckeye?
useless
A
nuts.
Buckeye.
A Buckeye? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
A Buckeye. My mom would make Divinity, which is this white, sugary kind of thing.
Is that the same thing as Turkish Delight? Or is it
It's
similar?
similar. Well, it's
Similar, yeah,
Same,
it's
same
similar.
kind of. It kind of melts in your mouth almost.
A little sweet and rich,
And
right?
my mom would make. I don't know why, but my mom would make prune cakes for the entire neighborhood.
I'm sorry, what?
Prune cakes for the.
Not a fruit cake, a prune cake.
No, not a fruit cake, which
Okay,
there's only been
okay.
one made in all
Right.
of history.
So what is a prune cake?
A prune cake is it's kind of like banana bread made with prunes. And she would
That sounds
make
like
it.
a bad surprise.
It sounds like I don't know. Maybe because of all the other junk that people were eating at this time of year, maybe a slice of prune cake might be helpful.
Well, just y'all don't have prune cake?
No, I've
Never
never
had-
had prune
I have
cake.
to bring you
Not
one.
prune cake, no.
Yeah, I have to bring you one.
No, you don't have to.
No.
No,
He
please
won't
don't.
eat
Please,
it.
I'm not gonna eat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so,
you would eat them?
uh,
You would eat prune cake?
Not really.
No, okay.
We
Two
just-
things he
I was-
won't eat.
I was just asked to go put them on the doorstep of the neighbors.
So a little bit
That's
of prune.
the story of Sam.
A little, yeah. A
You
little,
can do it.
a little,
coming all back.
So a little prune cake and a green bean casserole makes the season
Two
bright,
things.
right? Two things you don't eat. You don't touch.
Because I
it.
thought he would eat anything.
I
Hey,
don't
with
like
the Richie,
prune-
he eats
No,
anything.
I know I can't. I could probably get by with a prune cake, but not that stuff. Not that. No, that bean casserole stuff. Mm-mm.
So
But-
of the two, the Buckeyes and Divinity, what was the favorite?
I think Buckeye.
Okay.
I like peanut butter.
Okay.
So that was kind of high up there on the list. Yeah, but my wife makes cookies and stuff like that. But
So the favorite then for you is
Buckeye.
Buckeyes to this day. So yeah, sugar cookies. We got Buckeyes.
Yeah,
That's-
they're very rich. You can't
Buckeye-
eat a
yeah,
lot
you
of
can't,
them.
No.
Maybe 2 or 3 at a time.
At a time.
And then you got to take a 30-minute break.
Right. Yeah.
And then come
And don't
wander
go
back,
swimming?
Then
Yeah.
wander back into the
And if you
kitchen.
chase it with some Divinity,
Oh, you'd be in a coma. At least I would.
Eat
I'd
with
have
your
I have
little
to
patch.
jack up 20 units right here before I go down.
all right.
All right. Michael.
So again, we're going back to the West Indies. We have fruitcake, right? But not the fruitcake like the English dry fruitcake that you guys
Not the Claxton.
like. The Claxton is
Claxton.
kind of that's kind of like the British
It's got
kind
to get
of
liquor in it.
right. Ours, you soak
Soaked
the
up,
fruit
right? Soaked
Yeah.
up,
in
yeah.
rum for like a year, right? So it's
Yeah.
150 proof rum, and by the time you're done,
Yeah, you're
then it bakes
smothered.
out, right? So you no
Sure, it makes out.
no, it bakes out, right? And then you actually pour it to refresh it. You pour it into the fruitcake itself, and again let it absorb, and then it's a tasty, but it's rich, super rich. You can only eat a
Sure it
slice
is.
or
Did
two
we have
before
it
it
at
goes
your
through something.
rehearsal dinner?
Possible,
I think we
think
did,
so.
didn't we?
I think we did.
Yeah.
possible, yeah.
Now, do you make? I mean,
You had a rum.
Oh, I know how to make it. No, I have no idea how to make it.
fruitcake at your.
Oh yeah, good Baptist wedding right there, man.
Yeah, well, it was a great Baptist wedding. It was a big deal.
It was the rehearsal dinner. It
Yeah, rehearsal
wasn't
dinner.
the wedding.
Everybody was fine by the next day.
We're all liquored up after eating cake,
Yeah.
man. Woo! Had some cake.
Can I get a straw?
It's just as a side note, completely unrelated, but in case Michael's wife watches this, he got married on the hottest day of the year.
Are you kidding me?
An
August something
outdoor
like
wedding,
oh my
and she
gosh.
made us wear robes and thought that was a good idea.
Son split
wore robes?
the
No, I did.
Jeff
Yeah.
and Craig did.
Yeah, the preachers did. Greg Lee did.
Craig Lee.
Yeah, Greg Lee and I did it.
Craig Lee
Yeah,
and
Craig and I
Ran.
went to
Colonial
high school
together.
together.
Yeah.
Colonial. We were on the Colonial.
I
track
bet you
together.
he wasn't in the dance club.
He wasn't in the Corlears.
I didn't think he was, so yeah.
No, he
Glee
wanted to
before
be,
there was
but we
Glee?
wouldn't
Yeah,
let him
yeah,
in.
yeah. Yeah. This is a complete side
I
note. But
remember when his mom wet her pants at a wrestling match.
what? I'm sorry, what? No, what?
We're on
Marge,
topic again.
I love
His
you.
mom-
I want to apologize
His
for
mom got so
Richard.
excited at a wrestling match one time.
She's probably wanting to forget that.
She's kind of lost. She kind of just like
Marge,
What?
sorry.
She kind of lost it there for a second.
I don't think
His
I've been
mom?
that excited
How
at
do
a
you-
game ever.
How do you know?
I was there.
Oh, you were there. You were there. Okay.
There is a very good possibility Marge will see this. Just so you know, Richard
Man,
is
Threw
real.
you under the bus.
Miss Lee, how are you?
I could have.
I know she'll remember it.
Well, if not, thanks for
I
refreshing.
think I probably could have gone the rest of my life and not
Oh,
really
no.
needed that. You know,
So, is there anything you
These
make?
are opportunities to tell the truth.
I did.
No, it isn't. Not her truth.
Well, maybe it wasn't you. It was. But
so
Back to desserts.
so when she files suit against us for
I don't know about that. I didn't use her real name.
wow.
So, Michael, is there anything you make for your children?
Anything you guys have at your house now currently that is a favorite dessert?
Pancakes.
We're not
Pancakes
super,
and
we're not
yak.
super desserty. We're not super
Desserty?
desserty. So
Yeah. I like cookies. I like cookies. I mean, sugar cookies are fun. It seems like Christmas was the time that those the cookies with the Hershey Kisses in the middle. What are they called?
Brown-eyed Susans.
Brownies?
Is that what they call them? There are
Some-
other names
they've
for them
had
that I
many
cannot
names.
repeat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
what do you call them, Mark?
It's a peanut butter cookie with the
Yeah, it's like a peanut butter cookie
Cookie
with
with
sugar, cinnamon.
yeah,
sometime
you
on it
sprinkle
with-
sugar on it and you put
Yeah.
a Hershey Kiss in it.
Actually, we'll backtrack because Mark used to do this for years, and then when he went carb free, he kind of quit.
Yeah.
But he would give us
Oh, those
cookies.
cookies.
But my favorite part was the bread that you put in there to soak up all the moisture. That was
And they
a
kept
Mark
them
person.
soft and not
And
hard.
by the way, Mark is behind the camera, which
Yeah.
is why
Yeah,
we're
you
talking.
can't see Mark, but
general
he's
direction.
over there. He's over there.
He's
right
been
now.
patient with us all
And then one that I
for the
like
last
to
12 days.
eat
Yeah.
that I don't make because I'm the only one that really likes them is we called them Sandies, but they were either made with pecans or walnuts. And last year, Kay Bush hooked me up because she had made them for the Christmas store, and I was eating them like crazy. And she made me my own little thing. I'm just putting it out there. That
So
was
Kay, if you're
awesome.
watching this, or John, if you're watching this, and Kay hasn't finished making
yeah,
cookies
those
yet,
Sandy cookies.
you know,
John's not allowed to eat those anymore.
No,
no,
It
but
doesn't go.
but Leanne still is.
John-
I
book
yeah, I
today.
will wolf them
Yeah,
things
so-
down.
Okay.
And everybody was trying to steal them from my from my tin too, but I was sharing.
No, but cookie,
like
and
those.
the thing is about Christmas cookies are so good is because Christmas you're so busy it seems like and you can grab a cookie and go right. I mean, got a handful of cookies and you'll,
Which is why I always get out of Christmas 10 pounds heavier.
yeah, that's why it's kind of so there's a practicality to those Christmas cookies that I think work as well.
Well, I will say that's a good time. I found out that one of the families in our church, and I won't say who in case it would embarrass them, but Sunday night was reserved for like junk food dinner night. So sometimes just for dinner they would just have ice cream. Or just have whatever junk food you wanted. It was the one meal where you didn't have to have, and I was like, that is a great tradition.
Wow, that's
So
fantastic.
there's been a night or two that I've had, let's go to Kelly's and just get ice cream for dinner.
Oh, sure. Well, ice cream's
It was
good
awesome.
anytime. It doesn't. Ice cream.
Yeah,
Ice cream
especially Kelly's.
knows no borders. I mean, it is an anytime.
So you can have a meal of cookies.
I'm okay
this
without
month.
ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
They do have milk-free or lactose-free.
Okay, so
ice
what
cream.
is so prune cake then
Ugh.
would be to me. It would have to be pretty high up there. Next to fruit cake is one of the all-time worst desserts. What would be?
No
what-
offense to your mom.
No offense to your mom. No,
Making
Miss
it
Israel's.
as a loving
a
gift
good
for
person.
No,
everyone.
Miss Israel's is great. And
Yes.
she's never given me a prune cake, and I don't want one. By the way, just in case you want to watch, I don't want one.
Happy
But-
birthday, by the way.
But-
Yeah, 80th mom high.
But so what is the worst? What is the worst dessert then?
Oh, I don't like those cookies that taste like licorice. They look like they're going to be so good. They're real flat and have powdered sugar on them, and then you bite into them. They're called like is it like Anison or And
Anise?
it tastes and it tastes like licorice. You're like, ugh. I am not a licorice fan, and I fell for that more than one time. I'm like,
Sucker.
ooh, these look good. Ugh.
Well, some people must like them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a big.
Big
Yeah,
Anna's,
I mean-
Anna's fan club out there, right?
Well, I think for most people,
I intentionally did not go there. I on purpose did not
Did that
go
go
there.
over his
I
head?
knew he was wanting to go there right away.
Did not go there.
Yes.
I just that's the
Yeah.
name of it, right?
I don't know.
think
It's
that-
something like
I
that.
think that's it.
I called it Anison, but that's it's an aspirin or something.
Yeah, that's a
I
brand name of
think
aspirin.
that on record, I think it gets a bad rap, but on record, fruitcake is the worst
Oh, yeah.
holiday
It is.
dessert.
Claxton.
Not unless you soak it down in 150
No, no,
proof
I like
it.
liquor free.
Yeah.
Michael has fond memories of what he can remember of
I mean,
it.
if you got basically a putrefied raisin or something inside that, a liquored up raisin.
That's good stuff, man.
What is,
bulging,
my grandmother would eat mincemeat pie. What is that?
Ugh, that
That's
doesn't
meat.
sound good.
But it's not meat.
It's
is
not
it?
meat.
It's fruit. Isn't it a fruit?
Yeah.
What is mincemeat pie?
It's mince pie.
Google it. Or is it
Oh,
mince pie?
hang on a second.
I thought it was mincemeat.
All right,
mincemeat
talk.
pie.
Let's see.
It looked nasty.
Oh, I know it. I know that term.
And fruitcakes are indestructible too.
They have no half life.
No, they don't.
I mean, you can.
There's so much preservative in that.
Well, I mean, but you get a fruitcake, you can use it
Have
as
you
a
seen the
doorstop.
calorie count in a fruitcake?
Mince? Oh,
Raisin.
calories? What are you bringing that up for?
Yeah, we
You
don't
can use it
know
as a
that.
doorstop. You can give it away next Christmas.
Bringing it up for Mark. Oh yeah, well,
Did you find it?
carbs.
I found it, but I can't read it. It's too small.
Oh, it
Because
does say
everyone
mince
watching us right now
pie.
is watching us Google.
I know.
I think it's an English dish.
It is
A
an English
mince
dish.
pie in New England and fruit mince pie in Australia and New Zealand is a sweet pie of English origin filled with a mixture of dried fruits and spices called mincemeat. That is traditionally served during the Christmas season in much of the English-speaking world.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a
I've
fruit
never
cake
had
only
it
in a
myself.
pie.
So
right?
fruit
Should be
cake-
noted
fruitcake
the
is-
British are
fruitcake
not
is
known
yours.
for their
And it's
culinary spectacularness.
You have like a worse dessert?
A worse?
Yeah.
Yeah, not really.
Anything with milk.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, a lot of things I just don't eat. So I mean, I don't know if it's worse or
Besides green bean casserole.
You have something.
that's
Well, I
bad.
mean, I like most sweets, but I mean, to be honest with you, fruitcake to me is the colossal
You
waste
don't
of
like, do y'all like
waste of space.
oatmeal raisin? Because that's like one of my favorites, but most people
Oh, well,
don't
raisin
like
cookies are good. Yeah,
oatmeal.
I like oatmeal raisin, but I mean, yeah, but to me, fruitcake is kind of one of those. Ugh. Well, I think because as a kid, to be honest with you, my expectations for fruitcake were so high because it was like a great Christmas dessert. It meant Christmas time, and it was supposed to be so good. And then people would
No, it's
inevitably
fruit.
would give us these cakes. I mean, we would get them, and they would be at the house, and then you would bite it into it, and you're just like, ew, it's just, it was rough. I mean,
Well, it had so much texture to it that you bite into it, and then it would come apart in your mouth, and then here's a green juju bean over here, and then here's something else going on over here, and it's like, these are chewy. Oh, I think I just ate a nut. And then there's some kind of paste in here too. So it was just a total disaster in
it
your
really
mouth.
was. It really was. But yet, it is one of the most popular gifts
Seriously.
and desserts that is given away each and every Christmas. And of course, we've been making fun of the name Claxton, but I mean that is like the big fruitcake company.
From
I mean, that's-
Georgia.
Yeah, that's what they do. I
Yeah.
mean, they do that, and they're obviously not sponsoring this video,
I've
so
actually-
they're not a commercial
they
sponsor.
do have different varieties, not just your traditional fruit cake, but they have different. They have like a peach fruit cake, and they have other fruit cakes if you're really into that kind of thing. You can
Wow.
also get them with a heavy rum dose.
You also need it with the heavy rum dose.
On top of that, so
Yeah.
you should explore it. They got one that's a little bit more
I'm
nuttier,
good. I don't need to.
but they all are like weigh about 15 pounds.
Oh, yeah,
It's dense. It's a,
Yeah.
it's a,
and
no
if you
doubt.
order them from the company, I mean, it has to cost you a fortune in shipping.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Waste of
50
time,
bucks.
right?
You're gonna pay
You need a
$45 to
forklift.
$50
Yeah, for a fruitcake, right?
for a fruit cake,
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah.
but it'll last you 4 years.
Well, I was gonna say once you,
You
have
just
it,
put it in the back of your refrigerator and seal it up, and then you can just
keep going, right?
whittle off of it throughout the year. It's like having what do they used to have that in the tack. They used to have tack, which is dried meat back in the cowboy days. Right, they would just have to cut it off, and it was like beef, really,
Like jerky.
jerky. It was like really, really tough
Tack?
jerky. Yeah.
Tack?
Yeah,
I was
look at
thinking like the flashlight company. Isn't that a
it.
tack flashlight?
No,
Tack like TAK. How do you spell it?
TAC maybe. Yeah, meat tack.
Yeah.
It's different than a body tack, I think.
Okay.
I don't know what we're talking
Well, by
about.
now we've gotten to the
I
point where
had
we
I had
have.
a couple of those removed recently.
Did you?
Skin tack?
You will never recapture these minutes of your life. They're gone forever.
But thanks for spending part of your holiday with us, and this answers the question
Merry Christmas!
that we always wanted to know: why we never get invited to go anywhere for Christmas.
God bless
Why
us
we don't
all.
do this more often?
No one ever wants us to come to their house, and
Everyone.
this is why. And so, Merry Christmas. Have a
Happy
great
New Year.
holiday.
Say hello to
and we
Jake Clark.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So meat tack is a